We are just a week away from the reveal of Year 10 Season 4, and we're already starting to learn more official information thanks to Ubisoft, such as a brand new attacking DMR, which is seemingly going to become a fourth primary option for Thatcher, and is also seemingly coming to Hibana as well. More information about the balancing and changes coming to electronic gadgets, as well as the start of Ranked 3.0. Yes, Ubisoft just gave us a roadmap update, which doesn't necessarily give us entirely new information, but it goes more in depth about the stuff we already knew and confirms that this stuff is coming next season with no delay. There has been something which has been delayed, but it's none of the major stuff. So let's talk about the new cross-operator weapon. We've known that this has been coming since Season 2. This is a brand new weapon which is being added to the game, which is going to go to existing operators, refreshing their loadout. Now, more and more likely, it seems like this is going to be a primary DMR. The reason for this is that it was confirmed yesterday that the person making this brand new weapon is going to be Justin, also known as Trichotomy. He is one of the lead operator designers responsible for ops such as Ram, Deimos, Scopos, and Raura. Oh, and not to forget Denari. Safe to say him and the team have been cooking with these operators for a while. Now, Justin is very vocal on Twitter. He loves engaging with the community, and I have had the opportunity to meet him on multiple occasions, and he is genuinely one of the most passionate people you'll ever meet. He loves this game. And one of the things he said a while back was that he would personally love to see Hibana getting a DMR. In his opinion, that is a playstyle he would like to see come to Hibana, and it would improve her kit. Well, now that we have a confirmed Hibana change coming in Year 10 Season 4, as well as a brand new cross-operator weapon designed by Justin, all the evidence is pointing that it's going to be a classic counter-terrorism DMR getting added to the pool and going to ops such as Hibana. I'm not really sure what it would be. I have a feeling it could be the FN FAL. I know that's very similar to the Camera S, which Buck and Brava has. If I'm not wrong, that's like a Canadian variant of it. And of course, the Para 308, which Capitao and Brava once again has, is also a modified version of the FN FAL. But I'm not massive on my guns, but I'm pretty sure there's still an FN FAL which is different from the two of these that can still stand as its own weapon. So I think that would be really cool. Now, not only is it heavily likely this is going to be a new DMR, it's also confirmed to be going to the new remastered operator, which again, jumping on another theory, is very likely to be Thatcher. That is based on a lot of the lore. We just made a lore video which heavily implies that he is getting the remaster, and it makes the most sense based on the fact that it is one of the legacy attackers who was in the game at launch, and the EMPs and disable states are getting changed in this season, which we also got more information for here. If it's not Thatcher, it makes no sense. It is literally 99.9999% confirmed at this point that it's Thatcher. But what it says in this roadmap update is the upcoming operator remaster will arrive with a new weapon, further refreshing their loadout. So this new cross-operator weapon is going to the remastered op, who is very likely Thatcher, then implying that he is going to be getting a fourth primary weapon on top of the AR-33, the L85A2, and the shotgun. Unless they remove one of them, Thatcher is going to have 4 primary weapons. I guess I can also say I may also be wrong here, and it may be a secondary weapon, so keep that in mind. Very likely going to be a primary though. And then, once again, that does also reinforce the fact of it being a DMR, because if we are right and it's Thatcher, he already has 2 ARs and a shotgun. So if it is a primary weapon, therefore it makes sense for it to be a DMR, because that would then fit alongside those weapons as a different option. So it all comes together. So yeah, of course, none of that is confirmed, but I'm usually very accurate with this stuff and there's been a lot of evidence. So the very likelihood here is it's a new DMR, and it's very likely that both Hibana and Thatcher are going to get it. Now, there is more information in this little roadmap update. Not crazy stuff that we haven't known before. We know that there's going to be a new full map rework coming in Season 4, and it is confirmed to be in the ranked pool. And we also know that Skyscraper and Theme Park will be getting their map modernizations. But we also got more information about some changes to electronic gadgets. Now, when this season was first revealed and they hinted some of the balancing changes coming in the season, it was a bit more vague, and they said it was going to be some changes to hard breaching, EMPs, and jamming devices. We later learned that the hard breach changes were going to come to Thermite, Hibana, and Maverick, hence why we knew Hibana was getting a buff. And then we assumed the EMP was going to be for like a Thatcher rework, and then we didn't really know what they were on about with the jamming devices. However, they have been a bit more specific here, saying hard breachers will receive balancing changes alongside an overhaul of the disable state for electronic gadgets, which is known as DSEG, with more to be announced at the Year 10 Season 4 reveal. So the disable state for electronic gadgets is after they've been EMP'd. Again, very clearly that this is going to be a Thatcher remaster at this point, because why else would we then be changing how electronic gadgets have been disabled? So the disable state is after you've thrown an impact EMP or Thatcher's EMP, and let's say a bandit battery is disabled, that is that gadget in the DSEG state. So that's what they're talking about there. So they say it's an overhaul, so maybe the time's going to be changed or how an act's going to be changed. We're going to have to wait for the season reveal, but that is quite interesting to finally get confirmation and a bit more detail that what is actually going to be changing here is not only buffs to hard breachers, but also seemingly a change to Thatcher and the effect that EMPs have on electronic gadgets. This is going to be a massive change for that ecosystem, it seems, with all of these different aspects getting touched. We also learn more about updates coming to rank. They say changes are coming to ranked matchmaking based on your feedback, which will increase fairness and consistency. And when I was able to do my little Q&A with the Siege devs a few weeks back, one of the things that was confirmed was ranked overhaul is coming, which many of us have just dubbed as ranked 3.0 because it's a better saying. And I guess in all honesty, it probably is ranked 3.0. So this seems to be the start of the implementation of ranked 3.0, which is exciting. And yeah, because rank 2.0 just isn't it. It's not hitting. It's not hit. They're still running with it being called rank 2.0, but then they're doing ranked overhaul to it. So again, you might as well just call it rank 3.0. I just don't really think Ubisoft want to call it rank 3.0 because then they're admitting that rank 2.0 was a failure. So I think there's a bit of, you know, particular name games going on there just to kind of keep some stuff, you know, a different way. But I think we all know it's going to be ranked 3.0. So the fact that we're getting some changes starting next season is a very good thing. I'm not trying to rehash everything we know coming next season. I just want to kind of focus on those bits. But of course, we know there's going to be updates to Shield Guard once again. Testing Grounds is coming, which is a brand new playlist in the live version of the game where they can test stuff, and it's already confirmed that the first one is going to focus on operator speed and armor. We may even get ops for 4 armors or 4 speeds, or, you know, like a 3 speed 3 armor. Like, they're gonna be testing stuff like that, it seems, so stay tuned for that. And of course, there's other stuff like the mini-map in training mode. You saw Kerry's Legion sort of terrorist hunt is coming to the training modes instead of the dummies. I've talked about all that before, but one thing I want to say, or I guess 2 things I want to say, is that 2 things have been delayed to year 11. The first being abandonment penalty improvements. Basically, they want to improve abandon penalties so the game can detect if you've crashed or disconnected versus you actually leaving. Like, they want to make it more of a fair system, but that's been delayed. As well as this, additional reputation system stuff, detections have been delayed as well, but not major content. We are still getting a lot of the main stuff next season. So yeah, although it wasn't a major update, it was really cool to hear more information. This pretty much confirms that it's Thatcher. That new weapon is going to be going to him, and most likely Hibana as well, based on the fact that Justin has shown interest in that before. Yeah, rank 3.0, or like the start of rank 3.0 and everything like that. And hard breach and EMP changes and everything. I'm honest, it's an exciting season. I know people probably still don't see it as a lot since we don't have a brand new operator, but the remaster seems cool. We're getting a new map rework, which is going to be a casual map now ranked viable, so that's still exciting. And I think all these little changes as well are going to make it a pretty good season. Like, I like what I'm hearing. I still think year 11 should go stronger than this, but honestly, I am excited to see what this is. So yeah, the reveal is just going to be just a week away. I say a week, it's 10 days, the 16th of November, but, you know, week and a half, I should be saying. But yeah, fun little update video. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope my breakdown of the stuff was enjoyable to hear. And let me know if you're excited for this. Yeah, I posted another video today as well, so go check that out. But catch you guys later. If you're going to Munich, I'll see you guys there, and we can watch this reveal together. Come up to me, I'll have my big hat on, and I'm giving away free pins. I don't bite. I do, but it depends on who asks. Yeah, have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Love you all.